Dressed right now? Dating and life coach Mr. Locario will help you with his 30-minute game session. The Mr. Locario's 30-minute game session is a private one-on-one coaching session on the phone or through Skype. For 30 minutes, you'll get answers to any dating questions you have. To set up your 30-minute game session, go to MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com.
Check out a brand new book out right now called The Unconquered, the Yamasee and Gullah Geechee Wars. This book is a historical novel about the 1715 Yamasee War and the first of the three successive Gullah Geechee Wars that were fought and won against the white supremacists by the melanated soldiers during the early 19th century. This book has a lot of good information in it. It talks about how they defeated their former oppressors and enslavers in South Carolina, Georgia, and Alabama, and they maintained and established autonomous settlements in Florida that thrived and existed for almost 200 years. The book is available right now at paperback and by ebook. Both can be purchased at theunconquered.movie and on Amazon. Hey, check this out, guys. There's a brand new book out called Black History in a Nutshell. Now, this is a great book on black history. It talks about things like how the planet Earth was a world of all black people from the beginning of time to about 4000 BC. It talks about how black people were the first people in America when Africa and America was one land and divided 40,000 BC. Visit blackhistoryshell.com or visit Amazon for information on this amazing book of black history. That's Black History in a Nutshell at blackhistoryshell.com. If you're out traveling somewhere in another country and you're trying to spit some game, or you're trying to do some kind of commerce, or you're trying to handle business and you want to be able to translate what you're trying to say naturally, you need to check out this new app called Two-Way ATT. It's the Auto Text Translator. It's better than Google Translate because it lets the conversation flow naturally when you speak through this app so that it seems like you speak the same language. So go to iTunes and check out Two-Way ATT Auto Text Translator. Yo, check out the award-winning docuseries Elementary Genocide. This docuseries provides a critical expose of mass incarceration, the war on drugs, and the connection between slavery, capitalism, and the prison industrial complex. This docuseries features Dr. Umar Johnson, Dr. Boyce Watkins, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, Killer Mike, David Banner, Professor James Small, Kaba Kamene, and so many other people. Check out Elementary Genocide, the School-to-Prison Pipeline, Elementary Genocide 2, the Board of Education versus the Board of Incarceration, and the latest installment, Elementary Genocide 3, the Academic Holocaust. It's all available now at elementarygenocide.com. Yo, if you want to get your mouthpiece tight, you want to get your game right, and you want to get your ism out of sight, you need to check out my man, Kevin Derrick Gentry. My man does personal coaching and game advising, and he teaches dudes how to really step that game up on how to pull women and really get women to cooperate with that game. So check out my man, Kevin Derrick Gentry, a.k.a. the Boss Hog Macaroni. Call or text him at 404-207-5640 to get that personal game. Yo, if you're a parent or if you are a teacher or if you're somebody who just values education, then you have to pre-order Gifted and Lit. Gifted and Lit is an animated DVD series that uses hip-hop to teach kids lessons in math, language arts, drug prevention, and much, much more. You need to check it out right now at giftedandlit.com. Pre-order right now at giftedandlit.com. What's up, family? If you're looking to make music and you need an experienced, no-nonsense audio engineer that can professionally mix and master your music, then check out my friends at legendarymix.com. With over 15 years in the music industry, their expertise is unmatched. LegendaryMix.com delivers professional music, mixing, and mastering for a great price and fast turnaround times. And as a bonus sign-up to their email list at LegendaryMix.com, you'll receive a discount link and a free music marketing ebook. So drop everything right now. Send a text to LegendaryMix.com at 347-565-5892 or send an email to music@LegendaryMix.com. Yo, if you have a business, if you have a blog, you have a website, or any other kind of URL that needs traffic, then say no more. Go to buywebsitetraffics.net, and for as little as $5, you can run traffic from anywhere around the world. It delivers targeted and real visitors with YouTube, Twitter, and a Facebook package. So go right now to buywebsitetraffics.net and get that traffic flowing. Again, that's buywebsitetraffics.net.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Crispy, everybody. And I got a brand new video game app out right now, everybody. It's called Crispy's Biscuits, everybody. And you can get the Crispy's Biscuits app right now on the iPhone Apple Store, everybody. And you can also get it on the Google Play Store, everybody. As a matter of fact, everybody, it was the #1 game on Google Play all last week, everybody. The game is so exciting, everybody. There's 10 levels you can help me get through, everybody. Where I'm dodging bottles of lotion, everybody. I'm dodging hair clippers, everybody. And I'm dodging taco meat, everybody. So get the Crispy's Biscuits game right now, everybody, at crispysbiscuits.com, everybody. Now I'm about to do my coon laugh, everybody.
The most intense new video game app has now arrived. A medieval kingdom has been plagued with chaos and disorder. An evil force has dominated the land. And now it is up to the bravest knights to fight back the demonic forces and bring justice to the kingdom of the Moors. Play the newest, most exciting battle fight game app ever, Moorish Kingdom. Available at moorishkingdom.com.
You are now tuning in to the King of Game, Tariq Elite on Tariq Elite Radio.
I am delivered!
Oh, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. We're back on a late night show, so I'm in a real fly mood. I'm going to chop up some real good game with the family tonight. My phone line is working. I finally figured out how to get my phone line working here at this particular studio. I got to get the phone line working right at ISM Radio, so I think I got the phone lines working correctly. So I might take a couple of calls in between the game, the ISM, the talking tonight. But I'm glad everybody tuned in. I'm doing the show a day late. I just got in from Washington, D.C. today. I actually got back in today, this morning, and I haven't gotten any sleep. I haven't been asleep since yesterday. I got a little bullshit sleep on the plane, but I'm here. I'm up, ready to chop up game with the family. Couldn't leave y'all hanging. I had to get on to, first of all, thank you all for everybody getting the 1804 Hidden History of Haiti movie. If you go to Amazon right now, you'll see that is the #1 documentary. It says right there, #1 bestseller. It's killing the game already. It was officially released yesterday. And it is killing the game, killing the charts. And you know something that's funny? There's another documentary that's in the second place by by PBS. It's called The Vietnam War, something like that. It's about the Vietnam War. And PBS put that out. And you know what's ironic? When I first did the Hidden Color series, PBS had something called Independent Lens, where they were looking for new filmmakers to send in their material. Especially, I think they were particularly looking for filmmakers of color, if I'm not mistaken. But they were looking for independent filmmakers to submit their stuff to PBS Lens. And I submitted Hidden Colors, the first one, and they rejected it. I got a rejection letter saying that, this is something that's not up their alley. They rejected Hidden Colors 1. And as we know, the Hidden Colors series has gone on to become a phenomenal success globally. And what's ironic is that PBS rejected my film years ago, and right now, at this moment, my film 1804 is outselling theirs. Man, that's very interesting. Look like we have a suspected white supremacist in the chat room. You dig? But this is why we got to learn how to stay the course, not let people tell us what we can and cannot do, not let anybody from the dominant society get into our brain psychologically. You dig? I think PBS, they were content. They were like, well, we got Henry Louis Gates, so that's our designated Negro. So, you know, we got him doing our bidding, so we don't need nothing else. And this is why we have to create our own media, and this is why we have created our own media, and the Hidden Color series and the 1804 movies, all of this is our own media, us telling our own stories, and people are eating it up. And I love that it's so successful because it just rubs the lie in everybody's face who says that black folks do not gravitate towards intellectual historical pieces. And I love the fact that this is just throwing that bullshit myth on top of its head. People are gravitating towards the film, they're eating it up, and it's outselling everything else that's out there. And the only thing they can do is try to ignore it, but numbers don't lie. You dig? Numbers do not lie. And I try to be an inspiration. Somebody said that was very inspirational. That's what I want, man. I try to show by example. I want everybody else to follow the template. If you want to do something, man, don't let nobody in the dominant society or even in the Negro society, because there's a lot of Negroes out here that will hate you down so you can stay in the chicken coop with them. If you have a dream, if you know you got some talent, even if you don't know you have talent, try, goddammit. Just put some shit out there and see what it does. Go out there and grind, present what you have to the world, and let's see how people eat that up, man. There's a lot of stuff out there. There's a lot of talent people have out there, but they never present it to nobody because people around you are killing your dreams. They're telling you what you can't do. You need white daddy. You need white mommy to help you out. You need this. You need that. A lot of times you put your talent out there, man, and you're sincere and it's thorough, people will rock with you. It's that simple. But again, I shout out to everybody who supported the film. And again, everybody right now, go get the film. You can get it directly at our website, 1804movie.com. And it's a phenomenal movie. I promise you're going to love the movie, especially if you're a person of African descent. It's just so great to see a movie that's about slavery where we ain't serving biscuits and getting raped on the plantation and all this old bullshit. We sit up and watch ourselves get the shit kicked out of us for 2 hours, and then you say, okay, go home. White daddy saved you, now go home. And we're telling a different narrative, and we should always take control of our narratives. But I digress. And again, like I said, I was in Washington, D.C. A couple of days. I was doing Rock Newman's show. Shout out to brother Rock Newman, man. Had a phenomenal time on the show with him and his staff. They have an amazing staff out there. And shout out to brother Claude Anderson too. Claude Anderson called me today. Y'all still need to get brother Claude Anderson's book, by the way. His latest book is a beast, a Black History Reader. Great book, man. Get that at powernomics.com. Let me shout my brother out. But I noticed something on my way to DC, and shout out to DC. I love DC. I ate at a restaurant out there called Georgia Brown's. That shit was off the chain. Shout out to my homegirl Adrian for putting me up on that. Nigga, that Georgia Brown's restaurant was off the chain. They said a brother owned that. It's a real fancy soul food restaurant. I want to know who owns it because it's a very nice restaurant in D.C. Where are my D.C. people? I didn't get a chance to do more research on it, but my homegirl told me that a brother owns the Georgia Brown restaurant in D.C. And it's a very nice place. If you're in D.C., definitely go to Georgia Brown. The food is phenomenal there. And the fact that they said a brother owns it, that would be the icing on the cake. I haven't verified this, though. So all my D.C. people, you would know. But I had a great time in D.C. You know I love D.C., one of my favorite cities. I got to get back out there to do a lecture. I haven't done a lecture in D.C. in a long time. You know what I noticed, though? D.C., Washington, D.C. is the new gay black capital. As quiet as it kept. A lot of people say that Atlanta is the gay capital. Shit, nigga, Atlanta is the black gay capital. I'm telling you right now. I don't know, people are not saying this openly for some reason. Atlanta ain't got shit on DC. DC is the new gay black capital all day, hands down. I'm not even saying that in a disparaging way. I'm just saying that as an observation. People kind of don't talk about that. Not being disparaging whatsoever. Got a lot of love for DC, but in DC, even going on the plane, when I was on the plane on my way to DC, I kept noticing there was a whole bunch of gay brothers on the plane. And I mean, they didn't know each other, but it was just random. It was a bunch of gay brothers on the plane. And I wasn't judging. I was just like, it was just a very interesting observation. And first I thought the dudes was wearing Halloween costumes because one dude had on like a halter top, a green halter top and a skull cap. I'm like, is this nigga dressed like a Ninja Turtle? What the fuck is he got on? But that was some shit that he was just rocking. And I seen niggas out there with leg warmers and flip-flops. I'm like, what the fuck these niggas got on? How your ankles warm and your feet cold, nigga? What you got going? And I saw that the nigga with the halter top was big old swole buff nigga. He kind of had a thug look, but his eyebrows was arched and it had a tongue ring. And I'm like, what kind of shit is this? And you know how criminals be having teardrops under their eyes? That nigga had teardrop tattoos under his navel. I'm like, what the fuck? And I forgot, I think there's gay gangs in Washington, D.C. But I went out there, it was a bunch of fucking gay dudes out there in D.C. Again, not shitting on them, I'm just making an observation. Somebody said, be careful, you don't want no smoke from them. I'm not shitting on them, I'm just making an observation. They're good, they were cool. They were nice people. I'm not saying they were not nice, I'm not saying anything. I'm like, this is a very interesting observation. I wonder why people are not saying anything that, this is the gay black capital. There's a lot of, I'm saying everywhere I went, it were gay black people. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm not shitting on anybody, but I'm like, okay. They say it's the chocolate city, and I guess to get there, you got to take the Hershey Highway. You did. But shout out to DC. Shout out to all the gay brothers and sisters out there. I'm not shitting on you. I'm just saying, if you're a gay black person, DC is your place. Not everybody there is gay, but I'm just saying, a lot of gay people in DC. Well, shit. Not shitting on you at all. What in the butt? God damn it, whatever you want. What's up? Somebody in the chat room said, Tariq, that bald head was cute though. Nigga, are you a dude from DC or are you a woman? Let me check, because I don't know if it's a nigga from Washington in here giving me compliments. But shout out to DC, man. Again, I got to go out there and do a lecture pretty soon, man, and get it popping. And get, I got to get all my security in order because, it's all types of shit happening out here. Y'all heard about the quote unquote terror attack in New York the other day. A white Muslim, white identity extremist. I forgot his name, but he was a white Muslim. And I emphasized white Muslim because the thing is, you notice these people are given conditional whiteness. That guy, the quote unquote terrorist who killed all them white people, he killed about 6 white people out there in New York. They immediately revoked his whiteness. See, that's how whiteness is. They'll let you be white as long as you have your hatred directed at black folks. Now, the minute you are an ethnic other and you are classified as white and you harm other white people, all of a sudden your white card gets taken and then you become othered. You become a Muslim. You become this. You become something else. They take your whiteness away. But the quote-unquote terrorists, and now they're using the word terrorist. They didn't use the word terrorist in Vegas when that suspected white supremacists and white identity extremists killed dozens of white people and wounded hundreds of other white people. They never called him a terrorist. But all of a sudden, immediately they call this guy a terrorist because they love to move the goalpost on what a terrorist is. They will move that goalpost all around the field. And him and his associates, the guy, the quote unquote terrorist, he's classified as white. When you look at all his documents, you look at his arrest record, some of the other people who are associated with him, who they're looking for, the race is always white, and I always point that out. I always point that out because people love trying to compare, quote, terrorists, Muslims, and ISIS to black folks, but these people are classified as white, so these are white identity extremists. You dig? Because there were a couple of other attacks in the last couple of days. There was another white identity extremist who shot a cop and killed somebody else. I think he killed I know he killed one person. I think he shot at the cops in Utah. And I don't know if he's on the run, but he still might be on the run. And yesterday there was another one in Colorado. This white identity extremist went into a Walmart and just shot 3 people. So they never get the terrorist treatment. So you got a lot of these white identity extremists, and I love using that term because that's what the FBI was going to use on black people. They were going to call us black identity extremists if we just have certain views that are contrary to white supremacy. If we have certain views that are contrary, not if we have action, just our views, we're considered black identity extremists. So now, family, I'm referring to any person who identifies as white who does something extreme. They too are a white identity extremist. Use that term anytime you see a terroristic act by a person who's classified as white, because the FBI made it okay. See, people love trying to move the goalpost around, and people get mad when I use that term, white identity extremist. No, I'm going to use it as long as y'all come up with some shit about black identity extremists. I'm using white identity extremists because the shoe fits. Oh, they hate when we point out their shit. They hate it with a passion. And that brings me to ESPN. Do you know that after Jemele Hill got suspended, ESPN, they put out a memo saying that, well, the employees at ESPN, they're going to have to conduct themselves a certain way on social media. They're going to have to stop being so political on social media. They're going to have to kind of focus on sports and not get into any kind of political pundency. And I say to ESPN, you're full of shit. Because for years, ESPN carted out their coons and jigaboos to talk about black folks ain't this. What about black on black crime? Y'all gave us Stephen A. Smith, black this, black that, political social talk. Y'all gave us Jason Chitlin, his jolly ass. What about black on black crime? You guys have pushed that political social shit all day. As long as you're criticizing black people, as long as it's been about what about black on black crime, you are perfectly fine. The minute the employees start pointing the finger at white supremacy, all of a sudden you gotta send the fucking memos out. Kiss my ass, ESPN. And let them hear it. ESPN can kiss the blackest part of my ass, you goddamn hypocrites. What they're saying is they're going to put a gag order on people talking about white supremacy. They're not going to stop with the black on black crime shit. They're going to still roll Stephen A. Smith out to reprimand black folks, to reprimand black players. They're not going to stop doing that. And you should call them out every time they do it. ESPN is on that shit. They're team white supremacy all day. Do not bow down to that. All of these corporations are getting on team white supremacy. The CEO, the owner of Papa John's Pizza, he was talking greasy, talking about how the NFL protests, that has hurt his business. They're losing money because of the NFL protests. And from what I understand, from Dallas, Jerry Jones, I think I heard somebody say he owned a lot of Papa John pizza franchises. And the owner of Papa John's, he's like a big Trump supporter. He's one of those dudes. He's very suspect. I think he blamed some shit on Obama one time. He blamed Obama for his sales. I think I heard something like that. So, he's one of these guys who tries to codify his real slick talk. So he was really trying to criticize the black players by saying basically the owners haven't gotten them in check. And their protests are hurting our businesses. But the thing is, and many people made jokes about Papa John's Pizza. Papa John's Pizza is garbage. That's why your sales are down, your pizzas are garbage, and them bullshit ass things you call wings are horrific. Have you ever had Papa John's wings? Papa John's wings are hands down the nastiest shit ever in a major chain. It's like some old bullshit microwave wings. It's horrible. Look, I've eaten Papa John's and that shit tore my stomach up. Everybody's clowning them wings. I thought I was the only one who didn't fuck with Papa John's wings. Nigga, their wings are horrible. You dig? So these people are trying to circle their wagons. I mean, they're losing money trying to circle their wagons here. And that's why we got to stay the course. Fuck Papa John's. We should go out of our way to support any other business or competitor business that is contrary to their beliefs. And hopefully we should support more black businesses. I wish there were black pizza chains or black restaurants that serve pizza. That's why I like to big up black restaurants. I like to go to cities, and if there's a black restaurant, I will big that shit up, especially if it's good. Especially if it's banging. And we got to do that more. That's why I want to travel more around the country, because I go out of the country a lot. But I might even do like a reality show thing where I just go to different cities and go to all the eating spots and all the businesses. I might do something like that just to do an expose of the black businesses and the eateries all around the country. That's something that needs to be done. I think I'm going to do something like that and make it like a reality show type of thing. I might even interject it in the thing we're doing with ISM Radio, because we got a little pilot thing that we're going to put out pretty soon. You dig? By the way, did you guys see Wendy Williams' ass pass out on her show? Now, people were saying, oh, we shouldn't laugh at that. You know, it's horrible. Well, no, she didn't die. If something seriously happened to her, you know, that would be something not to ridicule. But she came back. She's fine. Now it's safe to clown her ass. So she was standing up there in this Statue of Liberty thing. It's like a green dress and a hat. And then she started tweaking. Her eyes started bucking. And then she fell out. And her and the staff, they were like, well, she fell out because she overheated because of her costume. And we all know that's a crock of bullshit, because number one, she wasn't sweating. Number two, the costume was basically a dress and a hat. So how you overheating in a damn hat? The costume was really a hat. It was just like a regular dress, but it was just colored green and it was a hat. So it wasn't like it was a costume where she was being smothered. The costume was a fucking hat. How you overheating a hat? But the thing is, a lot of folks were suspecting, hey, wait a minute. And I'm not saying this because I don't want to be accusatory, but a lot of folks were saying that she might have had a hot dose of the narcotic. I'm not saying that because that would be libelous, but a lot of people were saying that it was a hot dose or something, because, you know, Wendy Williams has a history of drug use. Wendy Williams has a history of drug use. Look at her history. She used to be a drug addict. She has admitted this. But yeah, for her to start tweaking like that, the way she was looking, she was kind of tweaking and looking spaced out and then just fell out. That shit was crazy. That wasn't no damn overheating and then came back like everything was normal. Well, some people know what that is, but I digress, ladies and gentlemen. My Lord. Let me get a couple of calls here. A lot of folks are calling. Let me see if the phone lines are working like I think they are. Let me see. All right, here we go. What's up? Who's calling? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's up, brother? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, what's going on? Who's it?
Nigga, did you say who is this? You called me.
I'm sorry, man. I got the wrong number. My bad.
Okay. This nigga's from Washington, D.C. He's trying to call Postmates to order some booty. That nigga's trying to order a pound of nuts and a gallon of ass. That nigga's in Washington, D.C. trying to make booty orders. You know, they deliver ass in D.C. now. How you gonna call the wrong number, motherfucker? Good grief. This son of a bitch. He called from an East Coast number. It's like shit. Like 1 a.m. out there right now. Nigga, what you doing up calling wrong numbers? Whoever you are, nigga, you doing something real suspect. Are you calling back now? You calling wrong numbers at 1 o'clock in the morning, nigga. There's something very illegal you trying to get into. Man, did y'all see, there was an article from a South African newspaper, and I posted it on my Twitter. It's talking about black does crack, and it had like a cartoon of a black woman getting Botox and all that. Because, you know, we always talk about how black don't crack, and we always post pictures of sisters who are, you know, 50, 60 years old or whatever with no wrinkles, looking good. And, you know, we look good for a long time. I posted up a meme the other day, and a lot of white supremacists got mad. I posted a meme of Angela Bassett, and we had their ages. I put up Angela Bassett, 59 years old. I put up Elise Neal, the beautiful actress. She's 50. And by the way, Elise Neal, her body is sick, nigga. Elise Neal, for a 50-year-old woman, her body is sick. And I posted Nia Long, beautiful, she's 47. And right next to all those women, I posted Sarah Sanders, you know, the Trump spokeswoman. Do y'all know Sarah Sanders is 35 years old? I didn't know. I thought it was a joke when I first saw that. That woman is 30. She's only 35 years old. For real, she's not even lying about her age. I mean, you can look up her information. She's 35 years old. That woman looks every day of 50-something. I literally thought that Sarah Huckabee Sanders was 50-something, easily. Not even okay, hold on. This nigga calling me. Hold on one second. This dude keep calling, the moist dude. Hello?
Hey, Flex.
Were you the dude who just called? Did you just call me?
Yeah, it was me, man. My bad. Yes, Steve from Dallas, man. I'm sorry about that, dog.
How you get confused, brother?
Huh?
How'd you get confused?
My bad, dog. I didn't mean to get confused, man. I heard you clown me on there, man. I just want to ask you a quick question, man.
Go ahead.
I knew you was out there in D.C. And I'm just wondering, man, how come black folks, we not getting on top of this tax cut thing, man? We gonna get shitted on with this tax cut thing, man. They don't even know how hard we're about to get it. So I'm gonna hang up and listen in on your answer, man. So I just want to say, man, thank you for all your hard work. And, man, don't climb me like that again, man. My brother going to be mad as hell, dog.
No, all right, thanks for the call. My man, shit, call him out. He got the wrong number. What are you talking about? But, yeah, the tax cut thing, man, you know, they always do something that's going to really affect us. And from what I understand, those tax cuts are going to really hit the single mothers real hard. But that's what they do. This is why, you know, we gotta be on top of our game. We gotta be on our economic game. That's why I bring people like Brother Claude Anderson on the show to give y'all the fucking game. This brother has written the template on what to do to combat that stuff. We got to get an economic code where we handle our business economically so they can't keep moving and shaking and shitting on us the way they do. Y'all got to go to my brother Claude Anderson's website, powernomics.com. He has like all types of books and solution packs. I mean, y'all get the answers are there. You dig? It's all about owning some shit, not only just owning it, patronizing the businesses, going out of your way. This is what I'm telling you every day. I want you to look at me as an example. Everything I'm talking about on the show. What did I say? I went to DC, went to what I heard was a black-owned business. Giving props to the black-owned business. I want to give props to more black-owned businesses. Me, I am a black-owned business. I'm a black business owner. I have several black-owned businesses. I'm trying to encourage people to do the same. Fuck the hate niggas. There's always going to be some more bullshit sideline hating coons who's going to try to shit on you being an owner of something. That's what coons do. Don't worry about that. Get your shit popping. Learn how to own something. Learn how to market your stuff to your audience so that black folks can patronize it. And black folks don't shit on the black business owners because you mad because you ain't got shit popping. It's too late in the day for that. These white supremacists in power, they got all types of tricks and laws they're going to use on people who don't have an economic base, mainly us. You dig? So we got to be on top of it. But like I was saying earlier about that black don't crack thing, because the thing is, these women, a lot of us, we post memes and people get tired of seeing that. These white women who are 30 years old looking like they 50 and all these fly sisters. So they had to, they had to put out an article to kind of throw a little salt on the sisters. Well, some of y'all do get Botox. Well, that's fine. But the sisters don't have to get their fucking faces pulled all the way back so their skin look like it's leather, like the Pamela Andersons and all these people. So don't go there. We're not going to go there on sisters, a few sisters getting a little Botox here and there. Yeah, that's cool. And you got these white women out here and these other women getting whole facelifts at 28. So let's not go there talking about who's getting surgery this and Botox that. Oh, they really don't want to go there. You dig? But I digress as far as that. Now let me get to what I'm really here to talk about tonight. Because I'm really here to talk about, what's up Kiki Naturalista in the chat room. A lot of folks in the chat room tonight. Y'all up late, man. The chat room is packed right now. I didn't know so many of y'all gonna be up this late. But I want to talk about the Tyrese thing. The singer-actor Tyrese, he's been bugging for a while now. Tyrese has kind of been on some bullshit. And Tyrese has been bugging out. He tries to be this deep metaphysical type dude, and a lot of people kind of ridicule him for that because they can see that there's some underlying things going on with the brother. And, we try not to clown, but the thing is, if you keep putting yourself out there to a certain degree, somebody needs to tell you the truth. So this week, Tyrese had a just full out breakdown. He's been going in and out of the hospital from what I understand. They said it's for exhaustion and this and that. Some people are suggesting that the dude could be on the narcotic. That I don't know. I can't speak on that. But the dude has to man the fuck up right now because he's making videos now. He's been doing this thing where he's been going at The Rock, the actor The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, talking negatively about him publicly, writing tweets to him and writing Instagram posts to him. Hey man, we need to do the Fast and Furious movie together. We a family. We need to do the movie together. Because see, Tyrese needs some money. I think his little money is fucked up. His little money is drying up, and he's really just eating off these Fast and Furious franchises. They probably got him on taxes. They probably hit him up with the taxes and all that stuff. So, he really needs these movies. Well, he should have been hustling the game in between the movies, by the way. And he's having this child custody thing going on with his daughter. They're trying to get him, and we're out here in California, so they rape you out here. So that's just something you got to get used to. That's part of the game. This is part of the system, especially if you're a black person. They're gonna get at you in the system here, and that's we live in a system of white supremacy where we get punished like that. That happens, and it's a very unfair system. But as our brother Neely Fuller says, we have to expect that. And Tyrese is doing all this crying, and a lot of people are like, oh man, he really needs help. People shouldn't ridicule him. And that's true to a certain degree, but fuck that. That's what you don't want to be. You don't want to let the system break you down like that. Because that's what they want to do. They want to break you down when you crying with snot all down your face. Let me play the clip of him. This is Tyrese. He did this video the other day. A lot of it went viral, but he's breaking down, crying. He's trying to talk hella deep. Listen to this. And he's ashy to be damned. Why is it when motherfuckers go through shit, just lotion goes out the window? There's no moisturizer, nothing. He's very ashy in this video clip.
or being accused of not caring. They're not able to tell the difference between the good ones and the bad ones.
And by the way, it sounds like he's in the middle of something that you don't understand the context for. He's not. He's literally babbling. So you can start anywhere and it's confusing. He's just babbling at this moment.
Between the criminals and the men of God, the Muslims, the Jews, the Christians, the men that wake up every day, to focus on one thing. Don't take my baby, please. Don't take my baby. Don't take my baby. Oh, this is all I got. This is all I got. This is all I got. Don't take my baby, okay? I've been away from my baby for 2 months. I just want my baby. And no one's listening because no one's in the courtroom. I'm not doing anything illegal. But I don't want nobody. Oh my God, am I doing something illegal by doing this video? Or am I protected by the First Right Amendment or the amendment?
He's just babbling and crying.
Don't take my baby. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me?
That's just kind of funny right there.
Oh my God.
That's just low-key funny a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on.
The First Right Amendment.
That was low-key funny. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie.
Don't take my baby. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me?
What the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. My Shayla. And ain't nobody showing up for me. I got all these millionaire friends. I got billionaire friends. I've been there for you. Why nobody's there for me?
Okay, nigga, let me explain. Okay, there it is right there. All right. See, that's what I want to get to right there. All right, let me explain why they ain't there for you, nigga. Because you fooled yourself into believing that you're part of Hollywood. You in a big budget franchise that has grossed billions of dollars, so now you've made it. You are part of the in crowd in Hollywood. You have convinced yourself of that. And these white supremacists have let you know you're just another nigga out here in Hollywood who's disposable, and we don't need you and we don't need to do shit for you. They don't give a fuck about you, nigga. All that crying ain't gonna make them compassionate over you. They don't give a fuck, nigga, because that's how it works out here in Hollywood and just in the system of white supremacy, period. You're fine as long as you're making money for folks, but the minute you get into a tiff or some shit like that, you get into a little tussle or you get into a tither, and you black, they ain't fucking with you. They don't want Negro problems. They only want you around when you can make money for them. They don't give a shit about nigga shit, nigga tears. They don't give a shit. You can't show weakness as a black man. That's the last thing you want to do. All that crying and, oh, my baby, oh my God, what more do you want from me? That makes you look like a bitch to them and to everybody else. That's not convincing anybody. Who are you crying to? These people in Hollywood ain't gonna take no sympathy on you. They like a Negro around them with no problems. They like happy Negroes. You're not the happy Negro no more. Now you're the dangerous Negro because you're emotional. They don't like their Negroes emotional. And you out here trying to act like a shot caller. You threatening, talking about you ain't gonna be in the Fast and Furious movie. Nigga, you about to blacklist yourself. You stupid motherfucker. That's real talk, and I'm saying this out of love. I ain't even saying this on no hater shit. Nigga, suck all that bullshit up. You ain't gonna have no money talking that dumb shit you talking out here crying and acting a fucking fool, threatening I ain't gonna be in no movie like you a shot caller. Sit your ass down. Get you some cool lawyers and just kind of fall back with it, dude. This is California. We all get fucked up by this bullshit system out here. We all get caught up in that shit. Crying ain't gonna do shit about it, motherfucker. What more you want from me? Fuck out of here. Crying. Sit your ass down. Yeah, it's fucked up. The system out here, and the court system, and they get your money. Yeah, it's fucked up. Shit. That's why we should always be challenging systematic white supremacy and the way they do shit. This is why we all should have try to create an economic base to combat that shit. So we can have little areas where we can control the politics and the policies, so the people who we don't know, who don't give a shit about us, can just throw down these verdicts and these court decisions that's just gonna drain us. That crying ain't gonna help nothing, nigga. What the fuck are you doing? No, we don't need to take pity on this dude. Fuck that. The last thing this nigga needs is pity. He don't need no pity at all. He needs some real G's to holler at him. He's not hanging around no G's no more. Well, he never really was, I don't think, because, you know, he was a kid doing the Pepsi or the Coca-Cola thing. So they kind of coddled him and kind of built him up. But he ain't got no real dudes around him just really giving him some game. He's hanging out with all these white kids in Hollywood, these white actors or whatever, and he's thinking that he's one of them, and they're showing you're not. You see how all of these white actors and actresses protect each other from all these pedophiles and molesters and rapists in Hollywood who are white for years. Now a lot of this shit is coming out. There's some shit about Brett Ratner that just came out. People have known about Brett Ratner and his shit for years. And all of these other people, shit coming out about Dustin Hoffman, Kevin Spacey, different dudes saying that Kevin Spacey came on to him, and kids saying that Kevin Spacey came on to him. I mean, all the shit is coming out. I've been talking about the shit for years on my show about the little slick shit that goes on out here with the freakiness. And they know how to protect each other because they have the connection for the protection and the complexion for the protection, as our brother Paul Mooney says. But the thing is, Tyrese, you're just another token nigga in Hollywood. I mean, you're a good actor, but understand you're just another token nigga in Hollywood. And all that crying is really, really fucking it up for you. All that emotional bullshit is fucking it up for you. And you don't know how disposable you are. You out here threatening that you ain't gonna be in a movie. Do you know they'll replace you, nigga? The next Fast and Furious will have Michael Ealy playing your shit. They'll get a whole different nigga. They'll dispose of you so quick, you're not calling no shots as far as that franchise, dude. You better get off that, dude. Once you in their house, you talking about moving their furniture and trying to shot call, nigga. No, you better handle your business, because you don't own nothing over there on that franchise. You're gonna fuck up all your little money. The thing, what you should have been doing, instead of just waiting on that franchise to feed you, you should have been getting some other shit popping. You should have been getting some other stuff popping. So this thing with Tyrese, he's been going after The Rock publicly because Tyrese needs money, so he needs to do the next Fast and Furious movie. But The Rock is doing another spinoff, and he's mad at The Rock. And Tyrese is trying to use this whole, man, we the Fast and Furious family. We the Fast and Furious family, man. We need to do the movie together. We're a family, man. No, nigga, you need money. And the thing is, Tyrese, raised by a single mother, which a lot of us were, but the problem is he takes on those single mother ways. Because from what I understand, I think Tyrese's mother was a drug addict, so, he really had it bad. But when you grow up with these single mothers, you take on that single mother drug addict mentality, where the single mother was always begging somebody for something, especially when they're on drugs. You see a single mother, especially on drugs, she's always begging. There's always this scheming of getting money from some other man. And you see that all your life. If I want something, I'm supposed to beg and try to shame another man into giving it to me. That's what that nigga, he grew up seeing that. He grew up seeing the mother probably try to shame the dad, wherever he was, to give some money if she knew him or if he ever knew him, but just trying to shame men into giving money. Or clowning at the county building, hey, I need my food stamps, I need my EBT card, acting a fool and showing out for some money. I need my government cheese. You grow up seeing that, you think, okay, I'm supposed to throw a tantrum if I want somebody to give me something. I'm supposed to put another man on Front Street and tell another man's business, because that's another thing. Tyrese was up here talking about The Rock be using steroids. That's whole shit. If you're doing all that, talking about another man is using steroids, and nigga, what the fuck is wrong? Nigga, that's sucker shit. You don't do that. I ain't about to coddle no nigga doing no shit like that. That's hood rat shit. That's basketball wife shit. Tell him what another nigga's doing, trying to shame him into doing something for you. We don't coddle that. You're making a goddamn idiot of yourself. That's dry snitching. But whining to another man about what he should do for you is the epitome of single mother hood rat mentality. That's the epitome of the single mother hood rat mentality. And no man should have that mentality, and you should be clowned. I'm not about to sit up here, oh, he needs help. No, he needs to be G-checked over that whole ass shit he's doing. And I hope he's listening. Somebody let that nigga listen. This is some real G shit right here. You're making an ass of yourself. You look like a fucking clown. You look like a big bitch, my nigga. All that whining, you acting like a single mother. You man the fuck up. Yeah, the court system is fucked up. Yeah, I know your little money is kind of tight. Yeah, The Rock is doing other things, so he can't help you. He shouldn't have to help another grown, ashy fucking nigga. Get your ass out here and grind. Or get back on the road with damn Genuine and Tank, nigga. You fucked that up being on some ego shit, thinking that you better, I'm Hollywood, so I'm supposed to be getting more money than these niggas. See, you on that faking the funk bullshit, thinking that you're in that Hollywood crowd, and now you up here crying. No, nigga, get your shit right. Understand the system you're in and stop playing. My man, you making brothers look weak doing that. That's the last thing we need. Niggas up here crying, oh, what more do you want from me? Oh, God. There's nothing cool about no grown, ashy, black-ass nigga crying like that. No sympathy at all. None. You get no sympathy. They done remixed the shit. Hold on. They got all types of remixes of this nigga crying. Hold on, where's this shit at? Hold on. We play.
I've been away from my baby for 2 months. Don't take my baby, okay? I just want my baby. I'm not doing anything illegal. And no one's listening because no one's in the courtroom. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me? This is all I got. 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 Don't take my baby, okay? I just want my baby. I'm not doing anything illegal. I just want my baby.
Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
I just want my baby. I just want my baby. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me? I've been away from my baby for 2 months. And no one's listening because no one's in the courtroom.
That nigga, right? The internet is cold, man. They done made a remix of that nigga. But the thing is, man, Tyrese, my man, you should have been out here working on some other projects. See, the thing is, they give him a nice little check because of the Fast and Furious thing, but my man Ice-T, and I love Ice-T. Ice-T said something a long time ago, man. He said, like, when I get a check, I act like that's the last little money I'm ever gonna get. That's how you gotta act. If somebody's giving you a check, now if it's your own money, you giving yourself money or making money for yourself, you can kind of, you know, if you can generate more money. But if somebody's giving you a check, you have to act like that's the last check you're going to get from any other person in a while. Even if you're supposed to get more checks from them, just act like that's going to be the last check, because you never know. So my man should have been out there getting other projects together, grinding, producing other shit. I mean, just really out building some shit, going out there building a real franchise for himself, building up his own brand outside of the Fast and Furious thing. That's how you got to think. You got to get out here and grind. Whenever you do anything for the dominant society, black people make the mistake of thinking, okay, well, shit, I'm in. Fuck all these other niggas. Shit, I made it. How come they ain't make it? I'm in now. No, when you start thinking that, you're going to lose. They got your ass. Because when the tax problems start happening and the child support checks start getting taken from your damn accounts and all that, your white friends ain't going to do shit for you. They ain't going to help you. They ain't gonna connect you with the lawyers they know who's gonna work on spec for them. They're not gonna hook you up with the judges they know. These people in Hollywood are hooked in with lawyers, judges, media people. They hooked in with all types of folks who protect them. Law enforcement who protect them. Look at Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein, from what I understand, he wrote some big check and the criminal case went away. Because you notice all of these white executives and people who are caught up in all these scandals now, because now every week is some white actor or entertainer or executive or director being outed for raping somebody or some kind of sexual misconduct or pedophilia. You notice one thing, none of them are getting criminal charges put on them. Have you noticed that? None of them. Nobody's talking about criminal charges. None of these people are being taken to court. They might do some bullshit out of court settlement, but notice ain't nobody taking them to no criminal court or no shit like that. None. They got the complexion for the protection. And see, Tyrese thinks that he's gonna get some of those protections from all his white Hollywood buddies, and they done left his black ass up there in the room, ashy and sad. So nigga, what you're experiencing is part of systematic white supremacy. When the shit goes down, when the system starts attacking you, all your white friends kind of disappear. That's how white supremacy works, nigga. I'm not about to coddle this nigga because of a system that's hitting us all the same way. That's just how it works. You should have been on top of your game from day one and understood how that system works. They're getting Bill Cosby. They're draining Bill Cosby's money. Bill Cosby's talking about he has to sell some of his properties now. That was the goal of them dragging him in and out of court, was to drain him financially. That was the whole goal. That's how white supremacy works. They know how to work in concert with each other to drain niggas. They know all the lawyer fees and out-of-court settlements and all that. They know that that's going to take a toll financially. They know that. Tupac talked about that years ago when he was going back and forth to court. That's why Tupac ended up getting shot, because Tupac, he was selling a lot of records, 93, 94, but the thing is, he had a gang of court cases. Those court cases drained Tupac, so he didn't have no money, so he was hanging out with street dudes, and he was doing verses on people's mixtapes and shit. That's why he went up there to Quad Studio. He was gonna get $7,000 to do a verse on a dude named Little Sean's record, and that's when the cats set him up, and he went up there and got shot because he was trying to get $7,000 to spit a verse on a mixtape. A lot of folks don't know the whole story behind that, why he was going up there like that, putting himself in danger. because he needed the money. You dig? Because of the court cases was fucking him up. Because remember, during the time he got shot, directly after he got shot, he got sentenced to prison because he was still going in that court case with the rape case. He had shot some cops. So it was a whole bunch of shit going on with him. But them court cases will get you. You dig? So this is why we always have to be cognizant of the system of white supremacy. And when it hits us, we just have to expect that it's going to hit us. To stop all that crying. There's nobody to cry to. Who are you crying to? You're crying to other victims of white supremacy. We can't do anything because we're in the same boat as you. We're on the bottom of the ship crying with you. We ashy too, nigga. You can't cry to the white supremacists, the dominant society. What are they gonna do? They know they love to see a nigga crying, especially a big old black one. They love that. A big black nigga sitting up here crying, that's music to their ears. They want to use you as an example. That's why TMZ, everything Tyrese does, they blast it. They love that. They love a big crying Negro. Because they know that's a Negro who's not a warrior. That's a broken Negro. Don't ever let the system of white supremacy break you down. You don't show that kind of weakness, family. Anyway, that's been today's episode of Tariq Radio. Had a lot of fun chopping it up with the family. Everybody, again, I'd like to thank everybody for making 1804 the #1 documentary right now on Amazon. And I want you guys to go to 1804movie.com right now, get the film. Also go to TariqElite.com, get those Ogun shirts. And while you're at 1804movie.com, get the get the Haiti shirts, the 1804 Haiti shirts. We got t-shirts, the whole shebang. 1804movie.com, TariqElite.com. I will holla at you guys on Ustream this Sunday. Y'all have a good night.